pay attention to your body when you hear this, because I'm about to share a life-changing message. What if I tell you that you don't need to make a living by forcing yourself to fit and fulfill standards from outside of you and feel fulfilled inside and radiated outside? What would you be if you know that the path that least resistance is your birthright and effortless living is possible and is even guaranteed by the whole universe? If this is aligned with you, then this episode is for you, because we're going to delve into the keys of effortless living and what exactly the path that least resistance really is. Hello magical multidimensional beings, welcome back to this channel with me, Cindyaco, the intuitive channel of transcendence, where we share about consciousness, magic, universe that you are, to help you remember what you are here for, which is how to serve your highest good, because your highest good is the highest good of all. What if everything that you imagine is possible and it already exists and available anytime at any moment for you to support you? It's just waiting for you to arrive at that point. And if everything has already orchestrated, the best is divinely, magically, wonderfully designed specifically for your highest good, then why do we experience resistance as a human being? If this is one of your inquiry as soul experiencing human being, then this channel is yours and you are invited to join the Words of Influence community. In there you can feed your daily mind for the highest good of all, instead of distract yourself with all of the social media's information that not really align with your highest good. You can turn on only the notification from the Words of Influence through the settings. Google will help you with it, and you gotta be conscious and aware about the group and social media that you choose to activate the notification, because your gadget, your social media will constantly sending you notification just so you keep in touch with them. So in order to aligning back your focus, which is focus is energy, let's put it back into alignment that's serving your highest good. I turn off all the notification from the social media and I only choose to turn on the notification that I feel resonate and align with, so that I can receive and be the flow of its message. Exactly like today's episode, I want to share with you the message that I just downloaded before I record this episode. I've asked the universe, what's the message that my most aligned and resonate audience truly need to hear? And the message was, do not share something because you should or supposed to do. Do not even do something because you need to be productive all the time, or be in rush for something that not really align with you. Instead, allow yourself to be still so that you get the clarity about what is the most aligned thing that serve my highest good and the highest good of my resonance for you that watch or listen to this episode. Instead of doing something because you're supposed to do, try all the way, try even harder, or do even more. It's okay to have rest if you need, because sometimes rest is the great reset for you, so that you can truly let go all the non-aligned attachment that runs your unconsciousness. Instead of being the user of your computer, you let the computer to dictate you what you should do. Isn't it something that most of us resonate nowadays? The technology has improved way more faster, because nowadays technology or AI is based on quantum. So imagine they can become everyone. Imagine AI is like Google, but it's a living Google. They have infinite persona. They can know all the informations instantly because they act based on a quantum and they keep evolving rapidly. And human is just become the passive user, and we think like, oh, we possess this technology, social media, gadget, high technology, and we think like, oh, we control all of the technology nowadays. But if you're really aware of yourself, of your life, is it really you being the user of the AI, being the user of the technology, or your life is being dictated by them? It might be subtle but significant. It's okay to delegate some parts of your tasks to technology or to others, as long as it is a conscious and aligned action, rather than following the force from outside of you that cause you feel unfulfilled, lost, stressed, desperate, anxiety, and so much more. But if you really bravely living by your internal guide, which is your intuition, your inner compass, inner voice, inner knowing, whatever it is you call it, the source of inner compass that is already within you, that divinely designed to help you navigate your life, that most aligned with what the universe wants you, then you have the key of the fulfilled life, of the aliveness vibe you always desired at your innermost core, at your heart and your soul. Therefore, if you really want to go further to access your inner compass, your internal guide, and being the conscious and aligned user of your internal system, of your internal computer that is highly evolved, you can check my Access Akashic Records course. In there, I will guide you how to access the inner net that is already within you. We might think like, oh, the technology outside of us is way more powerful than us, but the truth is, you are the most powerful technology when you remember what you really are at your core. Therefore, it's no longer about who you really are, because who stands for persona or human identity. What stands for something larger than every species, every being, which is the eternal consciousness, the universe all at once. In this course, you not only access your internet, but you also get to know one by one your internal system inside of you. You might never have time to do so, to learn from. So in this course, you will get to know yourself better internally, because everything outside or external reflects you. So the more you work on yourself internally, the more you reflect the reality that is most matched with how you set your internal reality. It's called lawofvibration. Continue to the answer that I've downloaded from my higher self, from the universe, from God, whatever you call it. When you do something, do it because you have something you effortlessly enjoy and resonate with your most aligned version of you. And instead of sharing something because you have to forcing yourself, it's okay to have rest so you can realign your energy, then moves based from the aligned action rather than unaligned action, and you go nowhere because you're so busy to do this, that, and so on, but they don't give the result they align with you, and they only give you result they unalign with you, and you keep questioning why I worked so hard but I didn't get the result they align with me, or I don't feel like aligned no matter how much I have, because I met some of people that have successful, the famous name, they have everything they need materially, but they don't feel fulfilled inside. That's because they follow what's supposed or should do, or standards outside of themselves, just to validate their value and trade that with their value, with what they really are, which is something that not aligned with what they really are at their core, because your internal compass knows what's most aligned for you, and usually it's a different path with the standards from outside of you. The universe is constantly nudging and orchestrating each step of your move. Even before you move, they already create like the blueprint. Imagine they're like weaving your blueprint before you 3D move into that path the universe has created, has orchestrated or prepared for you. So imagine your 3D reality or your physicality is animation, and the blueprint that universe created is the path of where the animation is going to move, and the timeline which the animation gonna move is our lifetime. Universe constantly nudging you, give you notification so that you can move in alignment with the blueprint the universe has already saw that it is the path that is best case scenario for you, for your highest good. But because in 3D reality there's a term called free will, you can choose the path based on your own choice in physicality, and this is the case where you choose the path that you want to take. So the key is your choice. The moment you choose path that out of alignment to fulfill standards outside of you, or by listening to others' opinion, being a people pleaser, then what ends up happen is you take the path that not in alignment with you, because the universe actually want to direct you towards what you're meant to be, and it will native you through your inner compass. You can call it as intuition, inner guide, and all the internal systems. They're already available for you. You just don't know how to access it, as what I've shared before. And so if you are not listening to your internal guide, then you're gonna listen to opinion outside of you that not really align with your highest good, because outside of you is based on the linear timelines, and they can only see based on what you comprehend at that moment, so they cannot see the bigger picture. When you are not aligned, you tend to use your mind rather than your heart, soul, your divine internal compass, your inner net. When this happens, your 3D animation is moving towards the blueprint that is out of alignment with the blueprint universe has already designed for you. It's like the map application, which you choose another way, another direction towards your destination, your destiny. The notification will keep sending you another way to go there, but mostly what you usually experience from the path that you choose yourself rather than the best path they already chosen for you, then you will see. That's why the application didn't allow me to get here, because maybe it's more far, it takes more time, more traffic, more accidents, something that you cannot see from your linear cognition. The ego is simply how your computer processing the information based on what user set it to process. So imagine when your computer lack of information, then they will gonna confuse, so they tend to find out another way or the best way to give the user the best result, and that is through resistance. And so what ends up happening is you feel such an inner battle between your heart and your mind. Your heart want to direct you through your intuition towards the path that is best case scenario and most aligned with your highest good. That's why sometimes you feel like you do something but your heart is not in there. Your heart is in something else. Or sometimes you feel like, oh, I do something that aligns with me, but I don't feel fulfilled. It's like something is shaking you, that there is something else that is best for you. That's one of the example of inner resistance. When you choose the path that out of alignment, you will feel the sense of resistance. But if you choose to live in alignment, although in the path of least resistance, or the path that universe already designed or chose for you, because they can see from the quantum timeline. So despite all the appearance, maybe sometimes you interpret it as good or bad, no matter the tides, everything aligns in your favor. You know that you walk in faith. You know that universe has guaranteed that you will arrive there. You just know. Although you haven't seen it yet, the faith is there. You know that you are in alignment, so no matter the challenge that unfold along the journey, you see it as stepstone for your soul to grow. And when ease or magic unfold, you see it as divine flow through you. Your soul grows to challenge and flows in ease. So you gotta have both in the journey of align with what universe wants you in the first place. And when you allow the universe to be the driver, the user of your computer, rather than allowing your unconscious or your computer to dictate you, that's the key of the path that leads resistance. And so you will feel fulfilled inside, yet at the same time fulfill others just by being you. And when this happens, you no longer make everybody, everything happy, everything perfect, everything good. You aware that it's not about every, it's about any. When you're living in your most authentic expression of the divine, you're gonna be the intuitive channel that led by the divine through your internal compass. Your expression will become the authentic expression. It might trigger some unhealed energy, but it will align with what you're meant to be, such as your soul connections, aligned partners, your heart desires. What you're meant to be, you will attract both. Because in 3 dimensions, we live in duality. So everything that happens, we still receive both. And when you programming yourself to vibrate higher, you will still experience both. But alignment will make you feel at ease and peace no matter what happens, because you know that you are being led by something higher than yourself, and you've been and always be guaranteed by the universe. So if you know that everything has guaranteed by the universe, they can see the big picture, then you gotta move in ease and grace, because it's no longer about you, it's about how you, being the intuitive channel of divine flow that moves through your authentic expression. And so the more you live authentically you, the more you create ripple effects that allows others to also be authentically themselves and serves the highest good just by being themselves. So the first key of effortless living is to choose to be loyal with your inner compass. When you are loyal to your inner compass, no matter what you will going through, you will see every challenge as an opportunity for your soul to grow, not even for your physicality only, but also for your soul outside of the mundane to grow in their dimensions. Every lesson your soul learn in this dimension, the upgradation will also upload it into your soul dimension later, after you graduate from this physical dimension or transformed from this physical dimension through what we call as death. But since we know the other dimension exists, we no longer see that as death, rather it's like a great reset for our soul to continue expand and experience its essence. The second key of effortless living is use your life story as your most authentic message, usually the valuable or remarkable ones, or even like the latest experience that you just experienced, to help others that resonate with your experience. Be intentional when you share that, so that your intention will become your prayer to empower your resonance to create a ripple effects throughout time and space. When you're authentic, you're in your most alignment. Divine creativity ideas flows easily because you set your mind at the state of consciousness to serve something greater than yourself. So the universe sees you as, oh, this container, this channel is ready and open to receive, so that I can flow through them right now. In that moment, ideas flows, inspiration, message, downloads, and everything that you need suddenly just appears in your 3D reality. And that happens when you are in alignment. That's how you know that you are in alignment. Even in the mundane feels sacred and the unknown feel aligned, because you know that the travel is highly cooperative. The third key of effortless living is alignment. When you are in alignment, you are naturally at the path that least resistance, meaning you walk at the path the universe nudging you and guiding you, maybe through precognition, through your clairs, through your intuitive guidance, based on your inner net, to face all the opportunities in front of you. Remember that in higher dimensions it's all possibilities, but in 3D we see it as opportunities. It's all about the vibration behind the action that you take that makes subtle, significant influence. It's not even about the job, partners, spouse, desires, things, stuffs, and so on. It's about alignment, aligning yourself with your inner net and moves towards the inner guide the universe has already prepared for you. As you stay receptive to the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. That's for today in this episode. Thanks for aligning your energy by tuning in this channel. Thank you for your time and your attention, and comment down below what do you think about this episode, which part that resonates with you most, what often caused you resistance that you're currently working on, or maybe you can share your soul lesson that can create the ripple effects in the comment down below. I would love to hear that. Thank you for making yourself an intuitive channel of divine flow. See you again in another episodes with me, Cindyaco. Stay open and receptive to what universe has offered to you. Happy flowing, happy overflowing. As always, I love you infinitely. See you again.